Well, all of a sudden we're talking a different language, the language of knockout football. Now that the group stages are over, there is no margin for error. Only one of these teams can prevail here. It is do or die time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, this is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well.
Well, Peter, I think this is the stage where one's chances can depend on the smallest of margins.
Yeah, the devil's in the detail, eh?
It is indeed, and I think these two sides will be feeling very good having made it through the group stage, but this will be a huge gauge on just how prepared they really are now.
So it's away we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's forced to go back. That's a throw. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. That's really well manoeuvred. Aims beyond the defence. That's good defending, very good defending. Anderson. Stones. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's Saka. Anderson. Now it's Kane. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Saka. This is a promising build-up. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Out towards the flank. Spread to the right.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rice tries to clear. And that's a throw-in. Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Senegal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
After 26 minutes is number 18.
Senegal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
England are trailing against the run of play. Rice. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception. 15 minutes till half-time. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Now it's Saka. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, lovely bit of skill. In with the challenge.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Saka.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Turns back here, probably the best option. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Kane. And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's gone for a throw-in.
There will be 1
Tries to
minute
play it
added
through.
time.
And the through ball. Senegal have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. They've played it short. There's the shot! And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be made aware
England
that smoking
coming
is
at
only
half-time
permitted
on the wrong
designated
end
areas
of a
within these
1-0
grounds.
scoreline.
Everyone, please welcome the two
Well, obviously
sides.
things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So, half-time in the opener. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second period is underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's the chance to counter. It's a really well-measured ball. Saka picks it up out wide. He's got away. And that could well leave a mark. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Saka. Threads one in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kane is offering a wry smile there.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. No way through. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Opts to play it. Great chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? England still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Looking for options for movement. Rice. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Anderson needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. And that's played in low. Rice. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents are...
Decent chance! Off the post!
Substitution for England. Number 6.
England can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical...
There's the header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Alexander-Arnold. England perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Can he get it through? And he's straight offside. England making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Coming on the field is number 24, Reece James.
Stood up well to him there. Nicely spread. Senegal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And he's lost his man here. England are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Rice. Half an hour gone in the second half. And that's another good win of the ball. This looks promising. Oh, he's burst through. He can run onto that. Oh, good effort. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution for England, number 41, Rice. Coming on to replace him is...
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Menu. Substitutions taking place.
Konsa. Stones. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Kane. Now it's Bellingham. Cleared without hesitation. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. England very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Kane. Eze. Kane, and he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. Hangs in a cross. Tries to get it clear.
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Pings in a cross. Cleared without hesitation. And it's Menu.
4 added minutes has
We
been
are
indicated.
into overtime. Moved on forwards, and he's intervened well there. And he's making progress on the ball. James. Eze. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Thinks about the shot. And a chance! And he has his goal. And right near the end, we have parity. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Harry Kane! Harry Kane!
Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
For information on our shuttle bus.
So, a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitution for England, number 7.
Into extra time we go.
Coming on the field is
England displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's going to go a long way. And he's only too happy to take that back. Eze. James. Now it's Kane. Chance here to counter. Rodgers providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Kane. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Kane. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great vision. Senegal have reclaimed it. Plays a sharp little ball here. It'll be a throw-in. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
substitution in progress.
He's had it taken off him. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to pass it through. And the through ball. Shot a goal! And that is an energetic end to the first period of extra time.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers.
Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. Well, we are already up and running again. They have given it everything, it's been gruelling. but who will be standing at the very end? Stones. And it's James. Konsa. Menu. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely weighted ball. Now Konsa. Almost nothing left on the clock here. It does seem that we are headed for penalties. And it's Eze. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rodgers. He has found a way through. James.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Rodgers. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So there you have it, penalties. So after all of that, what can we say?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Nothing more the coaches can do. They, along with the rest of us, mere spectators, as we hit football's ultimate drama. So now, 5 brave individuals must step forward. Which way will he go? And he has done his bit.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. And he makes it 1 each. So both teams on the board. Eze is the man who's second in line. No, he can't stick it away. Agonising, just agonising.
I don't think he ever really looked comfortable, put too much pressure on himself.
No, denied remarkably. Oh, keeper looked very big there.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then, probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, he's missed!
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
We're on to number 3 here. That's a good penalty.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
England feeling the pressure.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
So the 4th man in line walking up to the spot. Never in doubt.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! And so it is one of those horrible ground... Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
Well, we're on the way. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs to be good. Yamal. Chance here to counter. That's destined for the flank. Serginho. Vardiol. And Jamal. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And they're quick to get it back. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Probing pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. There's the delivery. And that has been cleared. Oh, he's having a go! In he goes again! That is decidedly lacking.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Camavinga is there, and he can pick it up. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal! Off the post! It's out for a goal kick. Camavinga gathers from the goal kick. Yamal. Looking for the run. Looking for the far post. That has been knocked away. Back in once more. Getting up there! It's anyone's ball now. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Ah, such a clever touch. He'll try from distance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now here's the delivery. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Serginho. Cyprus are looking to go forward now. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Camavinga has the space to scheme. And he's taking no chances there. They've played it short. Decent chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Tanaka. And this is Shevchenko. Well read, nice interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cyprus do have a chance to counter here. Castanos. Oh, well played, well played. Tanaka.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Castanos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tanaka. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he get it through? Oh, what has happened here? He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, played right into his path. Camavinga. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Shevchenko. Castanos.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Yamal. And this is Shevchenko! A real chance and a real let-off.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Brazil certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're underway for the second half.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Chance to deliver. Camavinga. That pass isn't the best. Out towards the flank. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is good alertness. And it's Camavinga. Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Just eases him off the ball. Serginho. Tanaka. He's having a pop! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He slings it in. Cleared without hesitation.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Driving on and making good progress. Works it forward. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That has ended up in no man's land. Aims beyond the defence, and he shoots! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Shevchenko has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And it's been taken short. Showing good feet. Guardiol. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Jimenez picks it up from the goal kick. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Vardiol. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And the finish! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Deftly away. He's having a hit! Lacking in accuracy.
Brazil seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Yamal looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Nice physical challenge. And here's Shevchenko. And that's been intercepted.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Hazard.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Yamal. Brazil have reclaimed it. Stood up well to him there. Knocks it into space. Brazil are still in search of that breakthrough goal. Castanos! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Delivered low. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, and I think the ref has just reminded him that he'd been warned earlier.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 18, camisa 19. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 21, camisa 10.
Alexander-Arnold running with intent. Just 5 minutes left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Hazard.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And Messi! And that would have been some goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Pinches it off him.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Tries to play it through. And it's played in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Chance! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now it's Kane. And this is Messi. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Tries to get it clear. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Brazil may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And it's Shevchenko. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chance here to counter. Plays a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold. Real chance! And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's dealt with that really well. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's done. And the finish! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
He's had it taken off him. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Still goalless.
South Africa definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Sitole. Tanaka. Yamal. Neither of the... He'll try from distance! And for a moment, time stood still. Serginho. Driving on and making good progress. He's having a shot! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
For Brazil, after 24 minutes, is number 27, Serginho.
Brazil have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Jimenez does well to get it back. Tries to pass it through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of...
Takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. He leaps for it! And no mistake! They are purring, truly purring! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Brazil have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Oh, it's come off the upright. Tanaka. And it's Camavinga. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And that's really well manoeuvred.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, some astute defending there. Could move up a gear here. And he's managed to get free. That's the keeper's ball. Akanji. And Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Foster. No, that's been intercepted. Camavinga. Tanaka. Good ball, good take.
2 added
Serginho.
minutes has been indicated.
This is a promising build-up. So what can they make of this? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Wriggles his way through, and he stands tall, impenetrable. And it's half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Brazil clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need
I'm
to
afraid to
resist the
tell you that
temptation
we're
to just
expecting traffic
sit on
to
the
be
lead
heavy
second
after the
half.
final
The
whistle
opposition
today.
will be doing
Please
their
welcome
utmost
everyone,
to try and get back into this,
lads.
so they have to be alert.
Brazil looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So the action resumes. Tanaka. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Foster. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Yamal. Now it's Shevchenko. Forced to go back, and it's made its way to him. Akanji is there, and he can get that clear. Serginho could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
Great vision. It's a promising position. That's good play. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. There's the delivery.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Alexander-Arnold, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Serginho. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Sitole. Foster. That's a good ball out wide, and that was asking for too much. Serginho. And it's Camavinga. And Jimenez. Akanji. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Played towards the other side. And it's Serginho. And this is Shevchenko. Back they go.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
That's tidy. Might be danger here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was always going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Is Number 17, substitution in progress.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sitole. And it's Serginho. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Distributed tidily. Pass is just off target. And that's been won straight back. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Camavinga, and it's Serginho. Sends it crossfield. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Sitole.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Camavinga. Camavinga. This is promising. Messi. And Akanji, looking for options for movement.
There will be 1
Can he
minute
finish?
added time.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And that is as far as it goes. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of the Netherlands.
now. Lining up
The Netherlands have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So we're up and running. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Marlen. Gakpo is wide and looking to get onto this. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Looking for options for movement. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Somerville, he's picked his way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Dumfries with the header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Gakpo is offering a wry smile there.
Marlen takes a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Reinders plays it short. He's on it, can he get away? And again! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
24.
Morocco finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Goes looking wide.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Marlen. That's good running with the ball. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Reinders getting this one clear. Gravenberg. Now Gakpo. And it's Reinders. De Jong. Played out towards the right wing. Now Somerville. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Marlen is onto this. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. De Jong. Now it's Marlon. Now it's Somerville. Unahi. Now this could be a chance. He might be in here. He's in, must be. Reinders finds himself offside. Amrabat. That's a good ball out wide. Great vision. Marlon. Fabulous save by Bunu. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
Dumfries. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Can he latch on to this? Amrabat. Hakimi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. De Jong.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, that's well spotted. Riyad. Unahi. And it's Amrabat. Salah Ad-Din. De Jong.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Riyad. Threads one in. Hakimi looking to hit the byline here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Van Dijk. Now Gakpo. Reinders. Gakpo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
There will be 1 minute
And it's
added
Reinders.
time.
Van de Ven. Referee's given a throw. Deep into stoppage time. And here's Gakpo. Van de Ven finding himself in space. And it's Gravenberch. And the referee has blown for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Morocco unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Dumfries. And Gravenberch. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's fabulous. Distributed tidily. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. It's a goal kick. Unahi. Riyad. No way through there. Now it's Marlon. Now it's Gakpo. Gakpo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Reinders. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Gravenberch. Now it's Somerville. Morocco still this single goal behind. And he was quick to react. Gravenberch and Marlon. Now that looks a decent ball. Just about up to the hour now. They get a throw in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number
Time then
11.
for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable shot at goal! It's in! Morocco are back in business! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. Back where it came from. The Netherlands can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Verbruggen with the clearance. He's had it taken off him. Unahi. Now, can they get him away? Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Oh, strongly challenged there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Closing it. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 24.
So changes afoot here,
Number
and from
18,
both sides.
Marlon. Coming on the field. Number
Gravenberch.
7, Justin Kluivert.
Dumfries.
Number 10, Memphis. Substitution.
And it's Kluivert. So not long left in this now. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now.
Morocco clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Salah Ad-Din proves too strong. Now it's Brahim Diaz. De Jong. Spread it left. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Reinders. Great ball, and he's in here. That has been slung wide. He leaps for it. No, not the best of headers.
Substitution in progress.
Morocco have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Diaz. Oh, played right into his... And the finish! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Minutes is number 20.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Morocco found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
Lang.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Van der Ven. And he's had it nicked away. Hakimi. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Kluivert. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Morocco really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Lazio are all smiles coming into this game. They've already secured their ticket to the promised land. This is effectively preparation for life in greener pastures. The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? Well, we're underway. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
De Bruyne! That was quite a hit. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a nicely weighted pass. And here's Son Heung-min. He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Hoisted in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Comes under pressure, and it's come loose. And he's heaved it away. And back to the keeper they go. De Bruyne, looking for the run. The ball goes in. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Son Heung-min. And he shoots! Played towards the front line. Engages and forces him off the ball. Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Lazio have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well read, and the danger... Oh, shooting chance! Great defending, strong and determined. Lazio currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Now he's in chance! And he's stuck it away! And they're threatening to fly away here! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Lazio are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency.
Shoots! And that's in! Back to within one! Interesting! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Santos cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Son Heung-min has it out wide and in space. Towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He's found a way through. He's being urged to shoot. Mbappe! And the pass is intercepted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Llorente. Llorente. De Bruyne. Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Now it's Yamal. Lazio claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, good climb! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So their 4th corner of the game. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. Llorente venturing down the left. Nicely weighted ball. Gyökeres. Yamal. That pass has been well intercepted. Santos are looking to break at pace. Lazio looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Yamal steaming forward at pace. He won't be happy with that one. Gyökeres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe receives it. Mbappe! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to pass it through. Cross from Cafu. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gyökeres running with intent. Now it's Yamal. That's a shade optimistic. Zaire Emery. Oh, they could be caught out here. That's a throw. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Lazio are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 20. Lascia il campo per il
So we're off again.
Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back stick. And the keeper beats it away. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Lazio come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Knocks it into space. That is a great pick. Oh, he's having a go! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Beckham. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Very nicely done. Pings in across. Pablo Torre! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And here's Shevchenko. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nicely aimed pass. Ah, he's given it away. Camavinga goes looking wide. He's got away. It is a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Santos are looking to go forward now. Passing nice and the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Santos can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, a glitch with the range... And a header! Oh, it rattles the bar! Lazio are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Camavinga gets across to intercept that. And it's De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Son Heung-min. Lofted in. A real chance! Has another go! Goal! Lazio! Into the lead once more. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 19. Viene sostituito
Messi.
con il numero 10.
Camavinga.
Messi.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Shevchenko. Son Heung-min. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Looking to play him in. Oh, decent chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Zaire Emery. Llorente. He's in a great position here, and he is deftly away. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 2.
Lazio have opted to make another change here. Azar to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. Lazio are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Looking for options for movement.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Could move up a gear here. Lazio clearly now in lead preservation mode. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Plays a sharp little ball here. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Five minutes to add. Messi. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Tanaka. DiMarco. Alexander-Arnold gets on his bike and Messi! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Numero 10. Messi! Messi! Messi!
And we're done. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Lazio, definitely.
Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Dumfries is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is hit. Yamal! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Gyökeres finding himself in space. Neymar. And it's De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? Fernandes. Threads one in. There's the shot! Goal! Lazio! The first significant strike. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Camavinga. Mbappe engages and forces him off the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He'll try from distance! He's done very well to get to that.
Gyökeres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Lazio with the corner, they're first. De Bruyne with the short one. Yamal. And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! They are purring, truly purring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And he's managed to get rid, pinches it off him. And it's Son Heung-min. De Bruyne. Oh, he's having a go! Frustratingly close. Akanji. Lazio have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. He's having a hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Caicedo. Akanji. Son Heung-min. Kukurea picks it up out wide. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Corner number 2 then. De Bruyne goes short. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Tanaka is sporting a... It's Son Heung-min! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is great goalkeeping.
Son Heung-min clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Corner number 3 coming up. De Bruyne plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Fernandes. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Tanaka. So their 4th corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's put paid to the danger. And here's Yamal. Yamal! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Spread to the right. Now it's Mbappe. Akanji. Lazio looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's been played through. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, super find. Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? And there's a goal. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he cuts out the supply. Akanji. And it's Caicedo. And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely bit of skill. De Ketelaere.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
De Ketelaere. Pass somewhat off target. De Bruyne. Looking for the run. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Camavinga. De Bruyne. That's the end of the first 45. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Lazio really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Lazio are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. The second period is on the way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a shot! And one more try!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Mbappe. Paris Saint-Germain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Big chance! They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Now it's Yamal. And a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Fernandes. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. De Ketelaere. Fernandes. Chooses to go cross-field to Messi. That's a cute ball. And he was alert to it.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
It's a promising position. Son Heung-min, Gyökeres! And that's wide. Camavinga. And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk. Akanji. Van Dijk. And it's Caicedo. Akanji. Donnarumma gets it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's found a way through. It's a smartly directed ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's not an especially good pass, that. Lazio needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
In with the challenge. Nicely weighted ball. Caicedo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Son Heung-min. Decent chance! Van Dijk. De Ketelaere. Not the most convincing of passes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Yamal looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Chance, surely! Spread it left. Chance here to counter. Neymar. Caicedo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Paris Saint-Germain seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
He has and a chance! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is a gloriously greedy performance. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
À sa place, le numéro 26.
Now he's off and running. Akanji wins the duel this time. Caicedo. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's Kane! And that's a good finish. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Le numéro 21.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
Oyarzabal. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And the number on the board is 3. Messi. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. He's going for goal! Oh, he really got hold of that. And that is as far as it goes. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Lazio get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olimpico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. We are just getting started. Bullish header! Gyökeres finds himself offside. Now it's Kane. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a big chance! And he's picked out the run. It's a promising position. Yamal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Messi. De Bruyne. Gerrard. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to play it through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played out wide. Great ball. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gyökeres. Can he finish? And he's stuck it away. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Shot at goal! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He has found the way through, and he shoots! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Arsenal now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gerrard.
Lazio really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Camavinga. Tanaka. De Bruyne. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. It's Kane! And he couldn't finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good climb! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Tanaka. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Tanaka. Dumfries. Threads one. Yamal! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
He's picked his way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Forced to go back. Yamal has created one goal already. And he's worked it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Anderson. Now it's Son Heung-min. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Could move up a gear here. Dembele. That's a good run down the left. And he was quick to react. And it's Tanaka.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Dembele. They get a throw in. Dumfries calmly anticipates. Akanji. Dumfries. Plays a sharp little ball here. He is through here. Decent chance! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Signore e signori, è il momento dell'estrazione di oggi. Tenete a portata di mano I biglietti ricevuti all'ingresso.
So, into the second half.
Lazio really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Now it's Kane, spread out to the left. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. Shapes to shoot, and one more try. Well taken goal. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Chance for a shot! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance!
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Vardiol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. He is through, takes a shot! And that's past the post.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Camavinga. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well measured. That could spell trouble. Akanji. And it's Camavinga. Now De Bruyne. And it's Tanaka. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Camavinga wants to run onto this. Camavinga. And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Kukurea. Gyökeres, given the lift of his goal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Yamal, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's picked his way through. Now there's a fine ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Yamal receives it in a wide position. There's the shot! And he's spooned it over the bar.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Camavinga. Now it's Son Heung-min. Clipped into space. He's had a shot! Super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Lazio still making a fight of this. He's had it taken off him. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's having a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Neatly clipped into space. Gerrard. Messi. Now it's Kane. What's going wide left? Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Kane. Into the channel.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add...
It's Kane! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal are having a ball here. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous. Is there any support? Messi! Brought out the best in the keeper. Gerrard.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Tanaka.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gerrard. That's an imaginative pass. He has found the way through. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Camavinga has it in a wide position. Camavinga. So what can they make of this? So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Lazio desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Arsenal against Lazio.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So it's away we go then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Takes a shot! That's another chance! And again! Tanaka gets flagged offside.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Cucurella. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. De Bruyne with the short one. Oh, lovely feed, he is such... Can he finish? Son Heung-min. And Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Messi. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Caicedo. And he's gone searching crossfield. Great vision. Son Heung-min looking to receive it in space. He's having a shot! Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min wants to run onto this. Ah, that's a fine interception. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Dumfries. Dumfries. Oh, good climb! Goal! Lazio! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 22 minutes is number 20, Gyökeres.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's running through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Caicedo, good driving run. De Bruyne producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he's managed to get for a chance for a shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Half an hour played now. And here's Yamal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Caicedo. Over to the right flank. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, such a clever touch. De Bruyne defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Lazio looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Tanaka. Camavinga finding himself in space. Yamal. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Camavinga. Dumfries. Yamal. Kane. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Caicedo. Son Heung-min. That's an imaginative pass. Son Heung-min. Kukurea.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gyökeres aimed beyond the defence. It's Son Heung-min! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! A finish of true class! It's all becoming... So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Just a quick reminder today.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Lazio, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. So right back into the action. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Yamal! And one more try! No, not quite.
Son Heung-min really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Lovely. Decent chance! And how did he not make it 4?
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And they win it back again. He's having a hit! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Son Heung-min. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Tanaka has created 1 goal already. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Messi. That is good progress on the left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. And the shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Corner number 2 then. De Bruyne goes short. Messi's cross. Oh, important interception. There's the shot! Yes! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too...
Oh, they could be caught out here. It's a loose... It's Son Heung-min! And it's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. And that for him is goal number 10.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. Well, that's really winded the...
Great shot! And no mistake. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during...
Goes for the shot! And now they can clear their lines. Looking for the run. That is ended up in no man's land. That's put pay to the danger. Lazio perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's straight offside.
Substitution.
Time for a change in personnel. Kane to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Lazio will have one further opportunity. He's having a pop! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Camavinga. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Akanji has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Cucurella tries to pass it. Camavinga! Looking to play him in. Son Heung-min! And that's a sharp finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Yamal. And he is dashing away. And Messi! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 10.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Substitutions taking place.
Lazio have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He'll try from distance! Keeper always had the measure of that. And it's Tanaka. Tanaka, this is promising. That is lovely. Big chance!
6 added minutes has been indicated.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Messi plays it short. Shot, surely! Oh, it's come loose. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Picked out, shoots! Oh, there was plenty on that. Camavinga. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. Real chance here. Camavinga can clear it away. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Son Heung-min, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals.
After the final whistle today.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver.
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud, the tone for Gyökeres! And over, just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
That's really well cleared. And it's Kadiolu. Now it's Yamal. Tanaka. Shot a goal! Goal! Lazio! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Turkey finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, shooting chance! And again! Loose ball, and again! Volleyed effort.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
And it's been taken short. Oh, sweet feet. And a chance! It's in! And just like that, he's into double figures now. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager
Takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Lazio find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace.
Oh no, what has happened here? That is a great pick out. And he's running, and De Bruyne! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Tanaka. De Bruyne. Driving on and making... De Bruyne! Oh, impressive strike.
Lazio certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Kajolu. Now it's Yamal. Neymar. Dumfries does really well to win the ball there. De Bruyne. And it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Muslera gets it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And the shot! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Oh, he's all alone. Son Heung-min! And that's a tidy finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Yamal, oh good, and the finish! And that's in. They are purring, truly purring.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there.
Could be danger here. Oh, just a keeper now. Yamal! And he's missed it.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Not the most convincing of passes. Modric. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Kadiolu. Demiral. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Big chance! Oh, he really got hold of that.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
He is through here. That's cause for mild irritation.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. De Bruyne. Now it's Tanaka. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Chance! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
How many? Just how many? Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Goulet. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he get it through? Goulet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Not where it came from. He's having a pop! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Lazio are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. So we're off again. Gyökeres. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Demiral. Oh no, this does not look good. He's got away, and he shoots! And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Goulet. Now it's Neymar. Tries to play it through. Yamal has the space to scheme. Modric. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Oh, good finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 11, Kevin De Bruyne.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Chance, surely! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Great chance! And he's stuck it away. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear...
Gyökeres, he's had a shot! And there's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Chance for a shot! Has to go back here. Camavinga.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Camavinga. Oh, he's having a go! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Busquets. Gyökeres! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided...
Can he finish? And a neat finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Tanaka is being harried. He's having a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Lazio perhaps contemplating their next change here. Camavinga. Messi running with him. And Messi! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Number 10.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 20.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago. Goes for goal!
Modric. Coming on the field.
Lazio will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
Lucas Paqueta.
Tanaka,
Number 4.
but he's well positioned here. Tries a shot! And no mistake. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
De Bruyne wins the duel this time. And this is Kane. And he's worked it through. Messi! It's hit the upright. Jordi Alba gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Punched away. That's put paid to the danger. Nicely weighted. There's the shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Substitution in progress.
Lazio are making a change now.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Tanaka.
Six out of
And this
minutes
is
have been
Ronaldo.
indicated.
Great vision. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this...
And the shot! No, that's just wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And De Bruyne! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that is as much as we have time for. Lazio, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would feel...